Alright, so it's been around like a month or two since I've last made the free-to-play episode on Anime Eternal. And first of all, I do want to apologize for the long wait, but quite literally, there was nothing I could do. Remember when I promised that I wasn't going to make a video until I basically had everything in the previous worlds maxed out? Well, yeah, these two phantom swords over here quite literally took me like 3 weeks to make. And I'm not joking. 3 whole weeks of non-stop grinding. Whatever, it doesn't matter anymore, okay? It's time to finally lock back in. So, if you guys think in today's video we are going to be doing the most free-to-play progression that we've ever done in a singular video, you know, beat our old record, then yeah, make sure to like, subscribe with notifications on, and also feel free to join my Discord server. It's going to be linked in the description. Alright, so first things first, what should we do first? Well, I don't know, because I have some stuff planned out that I want to do just before we go ahead and unlock the next world. For example, we may or may not have 4.57 thousand credits, meaning that, yeah, we could go ahead and probably get ourselves some really good game passes. For example, I believe a lot of you guys have been telling me that I really need to get the more equips, you know, the extra +2 champions. And then as well, double weapon. A lot of you guys have been telling me to get this as well. And then from there, I'm not entirely sure what is the best thing. Like, is it multiple gacha? Is it extra titan? I mean, I might get extra titan because, you know, I do actually have, you know, the maxed out 3-star phantom over here. So we could go ahead and get that as well. So let's go ahead. Let's buy these bad boys. So first one, we're going to be getting more equips. Boom. That is now acquired. Then from there, let's go ahead and get ourselves the double weapon slot. Nice. Now, we have 2.72k. Is there maybe anything else I want to get before I buy this? Probably I'll just go ahead and buy this, the multi-row, because I have a feeling that's going to be really helpful. So let's buy that. Let's buy that. And I guess just to spend the last bit of credits, should we maybe buy one of these starter packs? My current best pet is 8.38 million. Why is the ones in the shop? Okay, 327 million. Yeah, okay. Definitely worth getting at least 3 of these stars. So let's go ahead. Let's buy 3. And I think when it comes to the shopping, we're going to leave it. Oh my god. What? That is what? The 0.5% already? Well, I guess you've heard it here, folks. We somehow still have broken luck on this free-to-play account. That is mad. 0.5%, 2.45 billion energy on just a singular pet. Yeah, I'm making sure I'm locking all of these because I do not want to accidentally delete these. Oh, let's go. Look at my energy now, 42.5 SXD. Yeah, my energy is gonna go skyrocketing, but that's enough of the shop. As I mentioned before, let's work on the last thing that I want to do before we go on to the next world, and that is going to be getting the Supreme, because I did actually go ahead and save up enough tokens in order to get it guaranteed. So whether we get it in 100 rolls or however tokens we have, we're gonna be getting it right now. So yeah, let's, I guess, the auto roll begin. And okay, there we go. The Supreme, aka Kaiju number 8, is now acquired, giving us 15 times energy. Let's go. I guess that means that we can go ahead and immediately teleport onto the next world. So let's see. Do I have the quests done? No, I don't. But I can basically one-shot all of the enemies in this world, so I'm not really going to be having any difficulty. So this is all of the quests officially done, meaning that we can teleport on over to the Tempest capital. So let's just complete all of these. Boom, boom, boom. And now let's buy this bad boy and teleport, obviously, on through. Now, the big question is, did I already go ahead and exchange for some of the tokens? No, it doesn't seem to be so. Okay, let's quickly teleport on over to the dungeon lobby then, and let's see if I have like a bunch of tokens from, for example, the Leaf Raid, and let's quickly exchange some of those, so then that way I can get some of the new tokens. So here's one of the main things I've been grinding in the Leaf Raid, the Monarch tokens, 152k. That is some insane numbers. Let's just go ahead and I guess get maybe 1,000 tokens, something like that, of just each of the new gachas that we've unlocked. For example, ultimate skill over here, let's get 1,000 of those. Species tokens, same thing. And yeah, I guess it's time to see if we are still going to be having broken luck. So 1k species tokens, what are we going to get? The mythical, okay, not too bad, we'll definitely take that. It's quite literally 10x energy, which is really good. What about the ultimate skills over here? Is it going to be like a similar story, you know, mythical, or are we gonna get lucky with a phantom, or maybe a supreme? Okay, we already got the mythical, so immediately already we have it's a massive W. But of course, it seems like my luck at the beginning of the video was like a one-time thing, where we haven't gotten any phantoms or supremes just yet. Alright then, as I go ahead and I guess start taking out, or should I say start upgrading the rest of these like smaller things, you know, I am really curious, am I able to like immediately beat this world? Like, keep in mind, by the way, I'm already doing decent damage to like the first few enemies in this world, and I have my energy stuff on, right? So when I pop on my damage stuff, am I just gonna start one-shotting things? Let's find out, I guess. If I just go ahead and equip this and then start walking around, D rank enemies get one shot, so are the C ranks. A ranks, we do quite a lot of damage, not one shot just yet, but it seems like, yes, we are going to be strong enough to complete the quests of this world and teleport on over to basically another whole world. That is really good. Oh yeah, by the way, I remember something, ladies and gentlemen. Another reason why I've been spending so long grinding off camera is for these bad boys. Bronze parts boxes, silver parts boxes. We basically have like 5k of the jewelry tokens for us to spend and upgrade our horrendous looking jewelry and actually get ourselves, you know, like a decent setup. Yeah, I'm not gonna yip-yap through all of this because we probably have a lot of like crafting and exchanging and whatnot, so let's just cut to when I guess I run out of exchange tokens, or if I just max everything out. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, the jewelry is all done. Yes, at least for the time being, you know, we have a maxed out energy set and a maxed out damage set. Plus as well, I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of parts left over for if I want to, for example, maybe make the luck version or the coin version, or maybe just wait for the phantom versions to come out. Not sure what I'm going to do. If needs be, I'll just grind like another like 10 or 20 leaf raids and then maybe start working on them from there. But anyway, since all of that is now done, I guess we might as well head on back to the Tempest capital and let's wrap up all these quests. Yeah, with all of this new jewelry, that did not take long at all. Plus as well, keep in mind, if we were to grind this for a long time, yeah, we can probably go ahead and get ourselves a really good mask accessory, which would definitely come in really helpful in the grinding. But I think I'll do that later, right? For the meantime, I want to go ahead and teleport onto the next world, so then, you know, I can just see if maybe I can do some progress there. Who knows, maybe once I go ahead and do the 1000 token strategy again on, like, you know, the virtual city, I might be able to immediately go to the next world after that, which would be the stands. Oh boy, I heard a lot of you guys telling me that apparently stand grinding is really annoying, but hey, what do I know? I've never been there before, or at least on a legit account. But anyways, whatever. Ooh, okay, I can't even damage anyone in the C rank. Sorry, the C rank enemies of this world can't do anything. Okay. Where are the E ranks? Are these the E ranks? Yes, they are, and okay, I can do decent damage, not too bad. Maybe it just means that I need to go ahead and, you know, upgrade some of this stuff, right? So let's see, 1k token strategy. Am I gonna get like a mythical, phantom, supreme? Let's find out. Okay, apparently my luck was absolute garbage. We only managed to get the legendary. But hey, 8x energy, once again, not going to complain. Then from there, we have the weapon runes, which apparently is supposed to be making your weapons even more OP. Okay, let's see. So can I maybe get like a epic one? I mean, 35% damage on an 18x multiplier. That sounds really good. Let's see. Auto till around maybe 500 tokens. Yeah, let's stop quickly. Did I get something good? Okay, we got the 50%. Okay, not too bad. Let's see if we can get lucky on the second one now. Maybe we can get like, you know, the Phantom or the Supreme. I mean, 100% damage on the weapon is so good. Come on, game. Come on. I have my fingers crossed right now. 80, 40, 0, and we apparently, with even more tokens, we got even worse luck. Only the 5%? Huh, I really did use all of my luck at the beginning of the video. Quite literally, my RNG meter, like the tank, is quite literally empty. Really interesting stuff. I don't really know what to do right now. Should I go ahead and maybe get like another 1000 tokens? Should I stop grinding? I would like trying to speedrun grind and maybe head back and start upgrading a bit of stuff. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what the plan is, but hey, I mean, I guess I'll just run around, you know, start maxing out the swordsman damage and energy, and I guess see from there. Maybe with all of this now, I can do a few rank ups, and I don't know, maybe something more from there. So let's see, in terms of damage, am I doing any better if I just go ahead and make sure I have my damage stuff on? D ranks, still absolute tanks when it comes to, I guess, HP. What about energy gain? Maybe that's what I need to be doing. Okay, my energy is going up really fast now. That is really good. It also means, by the way, hold on, because I don't think I even have the maxed out stuff yet. Yeah, if I go ahead and get myself like the mythical avatar from the previous world, and then I get it max level 150, we might be able to go ahead and do like some proper energy grinding. Plus as well, maybe we might get lucky and get the accessory, you know, the phantom or mythical slime mask, just like I told you guys. So yeah, give me like what, maybe an hour or two, something like that. Let me just start maybe heading back, maxing out some of these like demon stuff and swordsman stuff, and then from there we'll continue doing like speedrun grinding, just like what we've been doing for basically the whole part of this video. Flash forward in time! Okay, yeah, that was cringe. I'll see you guys in 2 hours. And alright, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we are now back after... I'm gonna be honest, the 2 hours, or approximately 2 hours that I spent grinding went kind of weird. Like, what I mean by that is around like 10 or 20 minutes after like I cut out, I somehow managed to get the Supreme Mask, you know, from the Rimuru person. As you guys can see, here it is equipped. And then from there, I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do a bunch of rank ups. And yeah, well, as you guys can see, we managed to do not just one, but we also managed to do like 2, 3, 4. We did so many of them, okay? Like literally, we got like 6 or 7 in the matter of like 2 minutes. So of course, we managed to get this amount of energy, 2.45 VGN, which... For context, if you want to see how good that makes us when we go ahead and equip our damage setup, it basically allows us to one-shot pretty much every single enemy in this world. Yeah, I'm not even joking, by the way. Have a look at this. These are the S ranks. They are basically getting one-shotted. That is wild. So after claiming all of the quests, it's time to claim the third world of today's video, the Cyro. Now, how many worlds are we away? We are 4 worlds from maxing out, or at least, you know, in terms of the worlds. So let's see how we're going to be faring in this world. So starting off, we're already having a better start. I mean, can we even damage? Yeah, we can damage the C ranks. Okay, that's really good. Now, keep in mind, as we go ahead and, you know, upgrade stuff, for example, this onomatopoeia, once again, we're going to be getting like what? 10 times energy, 8 times energy, something like that. And then from there, it's kind of just the same process over and over. Rank ups, maybe a little bit of hatching, and probably as well a bunch of different like raids and defense modes. Oh yeah, by the way, mythical onomatopoeia, collected, 10 times energy, you love to see it. Now, what about the stands over here? I'm really curious to see how I'm going to start off. Like, I really want to try and get one phantom from this, or, okay, we got a Supreme and a Phantom as well. What? Sure game, not complaining. Let's go! One Supreme acquired! What is my luck today? Like, it's at the beginning of the video, super broken. Midway through the video, meh. It could be better, you know? And now, all of a sudden, just... what? I guess we take those W's, okay? I don't think I'm going to be doing the leaf raid at the moment, and I think I'm going to go ahead and quickly buy the extra stand, because, I mean, I might as well go ahead and use the credits, so... Extra stand acquired, and now if we go ahead and equip best for energy and stuff, we now have 2 extra stands helping us out. Nice. Now here is something that I'm really curious about, you know, the progression rate 2. Now what is really good about this is that it kind of drops tokens from everything that I'm going to be relatively needing. For example, all of the energy type of tokens, demon swordsman, swordsman energy, and as well ripple token. I'm probably going to be needing a bunch of these as well. Plus as well, we also have, if I'm not mistaken, a bunch of achievements that we can get from here. So let's, I guess, jump on in. And okay, here's a bad sign. We're only on the first, like, certain amount of waves, and we are not even close to one-shotting. That is very, very bad. However, I guess the upside, though, is that it is still probably relatively as fast as just grinding, like, normally. So, in terms of efficiency, it's probably relatively the same at this very moment, at, you know, my current strength. However, Is it worth the amount of progression raid 2 keys I'm going to be spending? No, I definitely need to get stronger before I can grind this out, you know, properly. So I guess now, in terms of getting stronger, right, I have started working on, you know, some other small things to help me out. For example, Kaiju level. I have been starting to slowly max this out. For example, there we go, that is now maxed out. Then from there, I have plans that, you know, I will go ahead and like start, you know, doing better over here, because once again, Mythical's good, but Supreme's much better. In fact, actually, I just remembered we have the Ripple tokens over here, which we can actually start working on. So let's auto upgrade this. And as well, if I'm not mistaken, I can actually go ahead and do a Gleam raid in the virtual city. Now, in case you guys don't already know, probably you guys do, the Gleam raid does actually give you a special power for every certain achievement that you unlock. For example, reaching wave 2 gives you 1x damage, getting wave 3, 1.5x, and you get the idea. All the way up to 12x damage and as well 200 credits, which, hey, I'd love some credits. Now, of course, are we going to be able to get to the final achievement? Definitely not. If I'm not mistaken, I need to get more like a wave like 7, sorry, not wave, world 17 and like have relatively good stuff in that world. But hey, then again, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Let's just jump on in and let's see how we're going to fare off. So first wave done, second wave, okay, we're not one-shotting. Hold on, let me just make sure I have all of my damage stuff equipped. And, okay, it seems like I vanished for a second. Okay, we might be able to take out this wave. Let me just quickly go ahead and pop on a damage potion, just so then, you know, we secured the win. So there we go. That is actually, wait, is that wave 3? Yeah, wave 3 completed. We might as well go ahead and exit and pause the damage potion. And now go ahead and claim these achievements. So 1, 2, 3. And now we have 2 times damage for literally like 10 seconds of work. Nice. Alright then, how is my energy gain looking like now? Is it relatively decent? Okay, it's actually really nice. Like, we should be able to get another rank up or 2 within the next maybe 30 minutes to an hour. Plus as well, if I really want to, I could just AFK for those 30 minutes and leave the rank ups for the time being, save up maybe like 100 VGN energy or, you know, something like that. And then from there, maybe see with like this whole new damage setup if I'm able to, you know, get through World 16. In fact, I can't lie to you guys, I really do want to try and see if I can at least beat or unlock World 17 in this video. Then obviously we'll do the 1000 token method, you know, get 1000 tokens of every single thing, and then roll until we get like a legendary or mythical. You've seen the video, guys. You know what we've been doing this whole time. Yeah, I have a feeling that if I have a chance of in the next like free-to-play episodes for reaching these like 2 worlds over here, by the way, forget green plans for the time being. At the moment, I don't think free-to-play is possible. But as I was saying though, if I want to have a chance in the next video to get a Chainsaw City and Tokyo Empire, 100%, all of this stuff maxed out. Without a shadow of a doubt, we need to go back and max out everything. Well, I guess you guys are lucky about the fact that all of this is going to be done basically off camera, because there's not really much to showcase. Actually, here's something to showcase. By the way, we just got another rank up. Let's go. This is what it's going to be looking like, the grinding, because I know a lot of you guys complain saying SMG, I really want to see the grinding on camera. Trust me, you're not missing anything. It's quite literally me usually standing like somewhere on a world or in a game mode for like hours and hours straight, and then I basically just cut to you guys after I would have, you know, put on the auto and waited like, I don't know, maybe another 30 minutes or an hour. You're not missing anything, ladies and gentlemen, I can promise you that. But you are going to be seeing the fruits of my labor. You are going to be seeing what it looks like when everything gets accumulated. And obviously at the end of the video, you can compare my final energy to the beginning of the new video when I have, you know, all of the good energy. But anyways, enough yip yap. There's no point, you know, yapping anymore. Let's see. What do I need to do in order to reach World 17? Probably save up the energy like I said, or... Wait, hold on a minute. How much damage do I do? One-shot E ranks, C ranks, decent damage once again. Yeah, okay, we definitely need to get around 100 XR energy, so let's just do this last bit of AFK, which I guess we might as well do it somewhere here where we can get an extra token as well. And yeah, I'll catch you guys probably in around another hour or 2. See you guys for what is hopefully going to be a really epic conclusion to this video. Well, it seems like we are back after a bunch of grinding. as I told you guys. In fact, in case you guys haven't noticed, this is the rank S avatar from the, what do you call this again? The Cyro world. You know, the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure world. And yeah, as you guys can see, 158 million energy. You do love to see it. And actually, if we had to do a quick energy check, how much is it going to be? Okay, 37.7 NVD. It could be better, but it's fine. Especially since we are now ready to go on to the, I guess the final world for this video. Not the final world in the game, but the final world for this video. There we go. That is the final quest completed, and now we are in the Ghoul City. Now let's just run through this, right? I don't want to waste any time. I want to see, can I even actually buy any of these? 10SX. Okay, I might need to save up a little bit of money. Yeah, some of these cost insane amounts of like sextillions, like 50 sextillion for just the singular damage cells. Okay, wow, that is going to be a little bit tough. But not to worry, it wasn't something that, you know, a few minutes of AFK grinding with the proper potions couldn't solve. So let's just buy this. Let's, I guess, auto roll until hopefully I get something. Okay, mythic acquired. We take that. Can we go ahead and get a phantom? Probably not. I think I've used up all of my luck in today's video, okay? I'm not really expecting much. 10x energy, okay. That should help out a bunch of the bunch with the energy grinding and probably a few rank ups. Maybe we can go ahead and get like, what rank do I even have now? Yeah, you guys can scroll back through the video, just probably like 2 above that. Yeah, we should be fine there. When it comes to the Cognates over here, okay, 1 second. Let me just go ahead and buy this, so then that way I can actually go ahead and level it up. And then can I hopefully get myself something good? Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, okay, I wasn't expecting the mythical with only like 500 tokens, but yeah. 7x damage basically for free, and I don't think I'm gonna bother really leveling it up because I think it would probably be a waste. But hey, you know what we can level up? The damage cells. Let's go ahead. Let's see. Can we get like a 20? Yep, 20%. Okay, 0.23x boost. That should be really helpful, especially since the majority of the grinding is probably going to be energy grinding, whilst as well grinding tokens. So, you know, I want to keep my energy build on whilst being able to, you know, one-shots the enemies. But anyways, I think this is the perfect place to end off today's video. Once again, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you expect and stay for the next part, which is probably going to be mostly consisting of me having maxed out at least maybe the Tempest Capital or something, maybe the Virtuous City too. Again, I'm not going to promise that everything's going to be maxed out because then the next video might take another month. But yeah, I'll see what I can do in regards of preparation for the next episode, so then that way, maybe we can get to around Worlds 19 or something, maybe World 20 before October, because in October there might be a Halloween event, and obviously the Halloween event's probably going to make grinding really, really easy. And then at that point, will my grinding have been worth it? No, probably I could have just waited for the Halloween event and then maxed out the game. Yeah, I want to see if I can beat the game before some broken event comes in, okay? But yeah, apart from that though, make sure to like, subscribe, notifications on, make sure to join my Discord server as well. It's going to be linked in the description. And apart from that though, my name's SMG, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Love you all, and peace out.